What is the worst thing you or your partner has said during sex? We decided to try a vibrating cock ring. The sex session was almost abruptly cancelled several times in a row because I couldn't stop making Lord of the Rings jokes. My first hookup came in 10th grade with a girl Jill. We were on her futon in her basement and right about when I got just the tip and she screamed, "He's arping me daddy." This of course brought her dad running downstairs ready to end my life, at which point I just ran past him out of the house. Finally her sister caught me as I headed back to their house to get my keys, phone, car wrecked. After just having sex for the first time with new GF. Are you gay? Is it anal? Did you have a mustache? You're missing so many details. I had this girl who literally stopped while she on top to ask me insecure questions like, "What do you like about me?" It was kind of a mind FCK. Because my brain was in SX mode and it didn't seem like she would start up again unless I came up with a reasonable answer. So I just spouted out some admirable traits. She smiled. And we kept going. Major insecurities is a major turn off. I was told. Make my PSSY fart. Excuse me? In the middle of sex I once had a guy ask, "Who are you?" Apostrophe. I responded with Batman. "I am a girl." He did not laugh. "Tell me I'm black." "How big are you compared to your dad?" Last thing I wanted then and there was to be thinking of my dad's sklong. "Ask your mom." "Your dog." "Huh? No one else tonight." "Me." "We do anal?" "She does it with someone." "Oh god, I have one," he said to me as we switched to doggy style. In a Mario voice. "Let's say put it in a like this. Full stop." It was a bit of a turn off. He was just trying to give you his mushroom. Not something I said but rather did. Had a few glasses of wine while browsing the net one night and eventually hopped into bed with the GF to watch TV. We ended up having sex where she eventually was kneeling over the top of me, leaning forward against me. I was holding her up and doing the pumping thing and slapped her on the ass a few times. This was going well, so I was doing it harder and harder as requested. However, my third slap missed just slightly and my fingers slapped the back of my balls. I instantly pushed her off and curled up for a few seconds before running outside and puking. Came back in the room, saw an erection and curled up into the fetal position. GF asked what happened with a concerned look on her face, then proceeded to laugh her ass off after I told her while I moaned in agony. EL. Doctor, I slapped myself in the balls during drunken sex so hard I had to puke. This was my worst first time ever. But this is the worst day of my life. Homer. The worst day of your life. So far. Blitzkrieg. Blitzkrieg. Removed. Not mine. But a friend of mine had put on weight a while back. Her boyfriend accused her of cheating when he saw the scratches on her back. They were stretch marks. When I was in HS, I was with my girlfriend, ex now, in my room playing video games. 2 minutes later we're naked and banging. I'm on my bed. My back is directly facing the door. And she's in front taking it like a champ. Unbeknownst to me, Grandma had been home visiting for the last 15 minutes and checks my room to see what all the ruckus is about. My grandma walks in and sees almost a worm's eye view of the action. I feel someone is watching us, so I stop to turn around. I was mortified and couldn't fathom how it could get worse. Then my girlfriend started talking. Huh? Keep going. Why'd you stop? Me. My grandma's in the room. Huh? Tell her to leave. Grandma. Leaves? That was the worst thing me or my partner has said during sex. Her. Keep going. Why'd you stop? At first I thought this was your grandma talking. Laughing when a girl started licking my balls because it tickled and then farting. Haha, my 4-year-old just asked me why I was laughing. I told him because someone farted in someone else's face. Now we're both laughing. My first time having sex. When my friend does sex he thinks about cats. I'm thinking about airplanes. Only had sex with her once thankfully. My awkwardness is still quite apparent in bed. She didn't know my name but she knew I was Canadian so she just called me Canada. It sounded like the national anthem when we were F-king. Huh? I'll be your slave. I'll do anything you want. Me. Call me master. Huh? Yes, master. Me. Whispering in her ear. Build me a pyramid. No sex was had that night. Do me like a rhino. Not during sex. But I was lying with my GF with my hand on her stomach. She thought it would be funny to say, is it kicking? Are you in yet? Thank God I am comfortable in my masculinity. Mine was, is it in yet? I FK'd her like a bandito after that comment. Instead of blocking a call while getting a blowjob, I accidentally answered it. Without realizing. When the person on the other end started talking, I freaked out and threw my phone at the wall. I am terrible for saying the wrong thing. After some oral sex, my so began moving upwards so we could start having some sex. And I guess the way he positioned his hand and crawled up I just started giggling and said, you look like a stegosaurus. Yeah. Mood ruined after that. If he let the mood be ruined after that, he's not worth it. Move on. Not during, but prior to. Wife laying naked on her stomach. Me standing at the base of the bed rubbing the back of her legs. Her feet rubbed up against my thighs. Huh? You should take your boxers off. Me. They're off. Apostrophe. I guess my legs are that hairy. Me. You okay with this? I was having sex with her. Close bracket. Her. Drunk. I'm not opposed to it. I'm not giving consent. Oh Chris. Oh Chris. My name is not Chris. Not even remotely close. Tough luck there, Becky. Every time a girl moans don't stop I scream out belly Ivan. It is my belief that one day this will enable me to find what we refer to as a keeper. Are you going to come yet? X said this every damn time. 3 years of that. My GF and I both often confuse ownership of body parts. I want you to put I mean your cock. In your. I mean my. Oh forget it. That'll do pig. That'll do. Sorry. I need to stop. I'm going to be sick. 2 things from the same lady. Whilst I am literally sucking on her tit. She asks, do I intimidate you? We cuddle afterwards in her bed. When she tells me not that she was ARPed when she was younger, which I already knew and had talked about. But that I look like the person. Little to say. It didn't work out with us. Early on in the relationship, my ex answered the phone during sex. It was her ex. She answered the phone to him 3 times before I threw the damn thing across the room. Removed. Wasn't exactly said. But my best sex story is this. I had gotten a variety pack of lubes and massage oils along with a beginner's bondage kit, wrist and arm restraints with a blindfold. So he ties me up and picks a random lube and starts rubbing it on and whatnot. Poor guy accidentally grabbed a heating massage oil rather than a genital safe lube and got it on his penis. He tried to get the oil off. But the damage was done. He untied me and then put ice on his groin. No SI time that night. But laughs and snuggles were heard by all. I had a BF yell I am Megatron. After he came from a BJ. I then proceeded to laugh hysterically. Fortunately, he had a sense of humor about it and it became a joke. Also, I laugh hysterically when satisfied. No pig snorting. Though, my current BF appreciates and enjoys the laughter. Because it is completely involuntary. And he knows he did that. Haha. Years ago after my first BJ I orgasmed so hard I started laughing uncontrollably. Girl never talked to me again. Haven't gotten any since. I am unloved and need a hug. After her. Guess what I have? Me. Dot. What? Her? Your virginity bah. Me. At least she didn't say herpes. Oh. Ha. Me and the ex. Getting it on with the old reliable fieldo. Talking all sorts of lovey-dovey nonsense. Really having what I thought was a good time. Suddenly. Mid thrust. She looks down at me and goes. Did you take the car in to get the oil changed? What? Asterisk. She tried to make it into a SX joke. She said it again in a SI way. But it was just too much. I broke down laughing and so did she. That sort of killed the mood. Okay. It wasn't terrible humiliating. But honestly. And for the record. Yes. I did get the oil change in the damn car. Not during SX. But upon realizing that she was wife material I hugged her close and said. You know. I want to f***ing marry you. I love you. You're amazing. Firebar was her response. Full blown busted ass. Hooking up with a girl I'd met at a party the previous weekend in the back of my car. She tells me to FCK her right. So I proceed but quickly hear. OMG no wait wrong hole I look down shocked. Wait. I'm in the right hole? Turns out she's a Christian who believes that one has to be saved for marriage. And she only does it in the other hole. She, however, failed to mention this. Sorry Jesus. Once my boyfriend was taking off my dress. But my arm got caught in one of the straps so it was awkwardly pinned to my side. I roared. Flailed my forearm and said I was a T-Rex. After the laughter subsided. We continued to get it on. So all was well. Actually. Come to think of it. That might have been the best thing I've ever said during SX. Drove across the state to hook up with this girl at another college I'd met on MySpace. Shut up. It was 2006. It was fun. I got drunk. Met some cool people. All that good stuff. Anyway. We get back to her place. Do the deed. And afterward. Huh? He. You know what's funny? Me. What? Huh? Our kids are going to be so confused. Me. Huh? Yeah. You're a Democrat and I'm a Republican. Our kids are going to be so confused when it comes to politics. Me. Oh, I'm tired. I'm going to bed. It's so cute. Well, it wasn't me but me and my two roommates used to have a joke of yell my name when you bust. Long story short, one roommate brings a girl home and gets things going. I stopped taking my birth control and I'm ovulating. Not sure if this counts but looks like I'm out of peanut butter. Always puts a stop to proceedings. A friend of mine sang Eye of the Tiger at full volume at the point of climax for a dare. Truly he is now the stuff of legend. Me. 2 days after Sarah Palin's speech at the 2008 GOP convention. Drill. Baby. Sayamba. She stops in the middle of foreplay and gets this pensive look on her face. Me. What are you thinking about? Wife. There's this guy at work. Long pause. Me. Dot. Okay. That killed the mood. Wife. What do you mean? Sorry. Should have said ex-wife. I think a little shitty just came out. This is 9 months later. I'd assume? She did a pretty good impersonation of my mother. That was shrinkage. Huh? You're so SY. Even my dad thinks so. Wednesday night during SX. I'm getting married on Sunday if you want to come to the wedding. Edit. Since I wasn't clear. This was a gay relationship and the other guy was marrying a chick that I didn't know existed. Edit number 2. 15 years later. This guy is listed on Facebook as in a relationship with a man. So I guess the whole married with kid thing didn't work out for him. He was a good guy under pressure from his church. So I hope he's escaped that mindset and is doing okay. Did you come? Her, whispering. Do me in the ass. Me. What? Her, whispering. Again. Do me in the ass. Me. Okay. Huh? What are you doing? Me. You said. Do me in the ass. Huh? No. I said. Do me really fast. Seacrest out. One night. My husband and I were fooling around. And decided to get down to the nitty gritty. So he grabs the lube and begins to apply it. Normally. He just squirts a big drop of it on the tip. Which isn't very helpful. So I nicely ask him to rub it in a little. He doesn't do it. So I assume he hasn't heard me and ask him to do it again. Then. In his best Joe Dirt voice. He yells. I'm rubbing it I-ing. We didn't proceed with the loving that night. But now we use it as a redneck mating call. One of us says it and the panties come off. I wish I could say this was mine. But it was shared between two of my gay friends. You know how sometimes in the heat of the moment you're not sure whether you want to say FCK me harder or who's your daddy? Don't ever say FCK me like you FCK your daddy. How do you love me? Me yeah. How do you love me? Me yeah. How do you love me? Me yes. Her feed my sheep. Followed by laughter. Really killed the mood. I shouldn't have ordered enchiladas. Knowing now how this turned out. I wish I had stopped going down on her. But no. I was stubborn. And persisted right up until the moment she proceeded to fart more or less into my mouth. Prompting me to throw up a little on her PSSY. A buddy of mine asked his new wife of only a few months if she wanted to pork. She did not. A girl once tried to make me jealous by asking what if I was doing this with someone else? I responded shut up. I'm trying to FCK you. I'm a horrible human being. I'm having a panic attack. Biggest confidence boost ever. Salty I had to spend 30 minutes calming her down naked and then getting nothing after, but it was worth it. Huh? Don't tell Dave me. Okay I won't afterwards. Me. So who's Dave? Huh? Your brother. Me. Who am I? Huh? Kevin? I have no brother. And my name is not Kevin. I let his slide. Let her think she just banged Dave's brother Kevin. Your brother. I'm glad you didn't stay with her. She speaks with awful grammar. Oh yeah, leveling up. I'm dying. Lyanna. The first time I'd hooked up with this girl she said, "Don't fall in love with me." I laughed so hard. And then continued having sex with her. Hello? Is anybody else here? Mortal Kombat. Hooked up with this girl with a pretty bad lisp one time. She told me, "I'm going to FCK your brains out." Another time I hooked up with a girl named Mallory who had various nicknames such as Malfish. For some reason right after I came I said, "Fish fish." Got my wish while she was still bent over with my whiner condom jizz inside of her. That's eroticism. Not a lisp. Here's a horrible thing I did. I was at a bar with some friends in college. There was a girl there that I started talking to. And I found out she had a pierced clit. I had a bunch of piercings then. So that's how we got on topic. I had a girlfriend at the time. But she had moved 400 miles away for school. So we were in a strange transition period. We ended up breaking up a month later. So I had to see this clit ring. I started flirting and turned on the charm. Ended up getting back to this girl's house. And getting her to get naked. All without touching her or kissing her. Technically not cheating. So I get down and take a look at this thing. Actually tugged on it a little. Then said, "My girlfriend would be effkin pissed off if she knew I was here. I gotta go." I left. For some reason. That girl would not leave me alone. You'd think pulling a Shed move like that would turn her off of me. But strangely, it did the exact opposite. College. Edit. Clit ring. Not room. I found my Jolly Rancher. Edit. Never before has Reddit made me see myself as this depraved and degenerate of a human being. Blag. FCKU. You got to hell. I used to FCK this girl, and once when she was coming she started uncontrollably laughing and snorting like a pig. Repulsive. You FK'd a pig. I'm Spiderman. What? The? FCK. GF wanted SI time, but I was in the middle of some awesome FF9 plot. So we're going at it, and then we switch to doggy style. While in this position I sneak the PSP out from under the pillow and proceed to fight Kuja. She was really mad when she turned around to look at me. So. Drunken SX. Doggy style. Whilst in the middle of it with this one night stand. The Swedish chick goes. Sec. Need to grab something. Full stop. She leans to the side and grabs a bucket under the bed. And starts to puke. While I'm still inside. A little bit shocked. I try to take it out. Turns out I can't cause while she is throwing up. She becomes so tight it almost hurts. After puking she leans back to her last position and lights up a smoke. Turns her head and says. You can continue now. Needless to say. I did. Nah, just kidding. I put my boxers on. Took my pants. Shirt and shoes and ran the hell away from there. PSSY. Following conversation happened when I was 18. With a foreign summer exchange student girl I've been dating for 3 weeks and didn't plan on seeing after the summer. Huh? Oh yes. Yes. That's good. Me. MMMM. Yes. Huh? MMMM. MMMM. Oh. Dad. Me. Dot. Huh? Hey. Why are you stopping? Me. D. Dad? Huh? What? Me. Are you pregnant? Oh no. No 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 no. Huh? No. No. I'm not pregnant. Me. Ooh. Phew. Haha. You scared me there. Haha. Huh? Haha. Don't worry. Keep going now. Me. Okay. Huh? Oh yes. Yes. That's good. Me. MMMM. Yes. Huh? MMMM. Mum. MMMM. Oh. Yes. Me. Wait. Huh? What now? Me. WTF, did you call me dad then? Did you? And your dad? Like. Exclamation point. Huh? What? EWWWW. EWEWEW. Get off me, you sick. Gross. Never seen a girl go from totally naked and horny to fully dressed and pissed off so fast ever since. I think the condom broke. I haven't been FK'd like that since grade school. Are you still alive? Strange. I read that in a turret's voice. Damn Valve. She kept calling out somebody else's name. When I find this RP fellow I'm going to give him a piece of my mind.